Arizona is the heart and soul of the Route 66 experience, and that's largely because of Angel. Angel changed the world because he saved it, because he kept it alive. So thanks, Angel.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to each and every one of you here. I am so happy to be here, not only for myself, but for all the other people that have received awards. They have worked hard to make our state a little bit better. So I thank all you people that are working so hard to make our state something that the rest of the world can be happy about. And when I say that, I have to go back to September 22nd, 1978, when Seligman, Arizona died. For 10 long years, it was hard to put beans on the table. And the reason this took place is because our government finished building 100 miles of freeway from Kingman, Arizona to Ash Fork, and we're in the middle of the two communities. At 2:30 in the afternoon, traffic stopped. The traffic went to I-40 like ducks take to water. We do not know what we have until we lose it. I took Seligman for granted. I was born there. I thought Seligman would always be Seligman. But when the town died for 10 long years, it gave me a different view of my community. For years, I talked about the economy of Seligman and how to get it back. I learned that if you ask a person, what do you think? That person, without even thinking, will say, it won't work. Here is what I learned, and it took several years to understand what I was hearing from the few tourists that were getting off I-40 and coming into Seligman. Back then, my business was a pool hall, 3 pool tables, and barbering. A few people began to come back to Seligman. The ones that entered in my place of business, men and women in their 60s and 70s, told me the same thing over, and I heard it over and over and over. They said, when I was a little boy, when I was a little girl, this has got to be the highway that my parents used to go to the milk and honey of California. They traveled on Route 66 during the Dust Bowl days when it quit raining in the Midwestern states for 5 years. History says that 250,000 people migrated from the Midwestern states using Route 66 through Seligman. So I heard it over and over and over. Finally, I says to myself, these people are looking for yesterday. They're looking for America of yesterday. Our government decertified Route 66 November of 1985. To make a long story short, I called that now famous meeting for February the 18th, 1987 at 1 o'clock at the Copper Cart Restaurant, which is now a gift shop. Incidentally, we have 14 gift shops, Route 66 gift shops in Seligman. And I am so glad. At this meeting, 15 people showed up to the meeting. Bingo, we formed the first ever, the Historic Route 66 Association of Arizona. We had elections, and I was voted president, naturally. We began to have monthly meetings immediately. And you know what? It seems like people were thinking like I was. At these meetings, we begin to have 35, 40, 50 people at these meetings. Meetings in Seligman, all the way to the Arizona-California border. 35, 40, 50 people. We had the backing of the people. The first letter that went out to the Department of Transportation in March asking our government to make Route 66 historic from Seligman to Kingman. And guess what? The world ignored us for 10 years, and so did the Department of Transportation, ignored us for months and months and months. I want to tell you this specifically. The Department of Transportation, they did not know who they were up against. In this respect, of the 15 people that came to that meeting, 5 of us became the nucleus of the Historic Route 66 Association of Arizona. Us 5 grew up during the Depression, when things were not tough, double tough. During the Depression, things were tough. I grew up with 3 older brothers, 3 older sisters, and 2 younger brothers. Our parents told us, you work together, you make it happen. We did not know the word, no, you can't. So this is who the Department of Transportation was up again. We did not know how to give up. We stayed on them. Finally, our government made Route 66 historic from Seligman to Kingman, a distance of almost 80 miles from Seligman. We told them about the 17 miles east of Seligman. The state says when you can make Yavapai County bring it up to state standards, we will include it. Well, how about the 50 miles west of Kingman? When you can make Mojave County Board of Supervisors bring it up to state standards, we'll include it. So folks, now we have the longest uninterrupted stretch of Route 66 of all the 8 states. 198 miles. I'm going to cut my talk a little bit short now because my story is so long. I just want to tell you, I accept this prestigious award at this prestigious moment for all those people that attended our meetings. Our meetings became a project of the people, by the people, and for the people. And when I say for the people, if you could live in my shoes for one day, be in my Route 66 gift shop, and witness the people coming into our store, smiling from ear to ear, shaking my hand, embracing me, some men and women kissing me, some men and women with tears in their eyes. I have been interviewed by the news media, national and international, over 1,000 times. So the world knows about us. So when I say that this project became by and for the people, I'm not exaggerating just a little bit. These people are so thankful, so appreciative that we, the people, we, the ordinary people, achieve something almost impossible. When you go against City Hall, you hardly ever win. And we, the people, were able to do it. I have now lived for years. I understand what I helped to start to give Route 66 its historic rebirth. I thought that was phenomenal. What is phenomenal is the happy people, not just in America, in many, many parts of the world, because we sent a message out to the world that if you want to do it bad enough, don't ask your neighbor what you think, ask yourself what you think. And when you believe in yourself, there is no one that can stop you. Well, I say no one. There is one person that can stop you, yourself. So, folks, thank you for being here. I couldn't be happier if I had $1 jillion. To be forgotten for 10 long years, it is so sad. Most of you folks do not realize what it is to be forgotten. To be remembered is so beautiful. So to be standing here, I couldn't be happier. Thank you to all of you. Stay healthy and happy, you and all your loved ones. Look out for each other. I have learned just a smile to a stranger walking down the street. He'll smile back. If you tell that stranger hello, he says hello. You have recognized that person. And to be recognized, here we go again, is beautiful. To be ignored, so sad. Thank you very, very much.
Debbie, can we wait? Because I want to tell everybody that if Angel, can you wait? It was his 93rd birthday last week.
95th.
Can we sing happy birthday?
95.
95. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday.